Hey, Mr. Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 324. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan. Today we're back on board the hype train. Now hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What is going down?
Man, my voice didn't go up as high as it usually does when I said whirlwind adventure.
There you
How
go.
you doing? That's pretty fun. I had to get that right, damn it.
Force it out.
But the point is, a whole lot's going down. We've got some people to thank, some stories to tell, some future products to look forward to based on a WotC hype video that they put out last week sometime. But before we get to any of that stuff, we have to thank our official business, Daddy's FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all your gaming needs.
Oh, yeah. All your Dominaria United needs. You can pre-order sealed product for that already. I'm sure soon, because it's preview season for Dominaria. It feels like we haven't had one of those in a while, hey?
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, it's been like a month.
What?
It's been like a good long while since we've had previews. En masse previews, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, if you're interested in any of that or anything Magic the Gathering or gaming needs related, you go to FusionGamingOnline.com. You use CCO Spring promo code at checkout.
Man, I got to use that soon because I haven't made an order in a good long while with my
Yeah.
move. I've been trying not to acquire any new things.
Yes.
And the other day, I went to the LGS, saw Aaron, bought my very first Magic card in like a month.
Wow. So, when you're ready and you want to save 5%,
Wait.
you go and use the promo code.
I'm going to save 5% on shit I'm going to buy anyway?
You're going to buy it anyways. Might as well save some cash.
Like it.
Yep.
I like that. I
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
That principle is really good.
Yeah, very good. And if you're new to CCO, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. F you for being here. It's a term of endearment. We're not trying to ridicule you until you become a patron.
Yes.
But if you're new here and you want to use CCO Perks promo code, limited use only, you got to make it count. But if you spend 100 Canadian dollars or more, so like 22 United States dollars.
Nah, the dollar's on the decline, man. It's like 11 American
11
dollars.
American, 4 euro.
Yep.
£1. If you want to do that, you can use CCO Perks promo code. You get 10% kickback that then you can use on stuff
Future
again.
things.
Yeah. And if you're using CCO Perks, you can actually combine that with CCO Spring. You can touch tip promo codes, use them both at once, and you save lots of money and get kickback.
Yeah.
And doing so helps the show. This show that you're watching.
Or, wait, which you should be on YouTube because Joe works really hard to make us look cool.
Yeah, shout out to Editor Joe. He does a good job. So let's get into it. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We got some podcasting business. I think that we should start with our giveaway.
Okay.
So you watch the pre-show. Again, if you're new, because we've got some new people, thanks for being here. We've got a pre-show. It's like our warm-up show, hey? We just talk and BS and talk about stuff.
And we talk about what we're going to talk about. We talk about things that we've been doing in life. Sometimes we talk about TV and video games.
Yeah, hey,
or
so if
wrestling,
you
or my
like-
shirt.
Yeah, if you like pop culture stuff, we're like pop culture icons, you see.
Well, we kind of are at this point.
No, that sounds too close to influencer. And I do not want that label under my name.
No, I don't either.
Watch, Editor Joe is going to freaking troll me. Anyways, you go in the pre-show, you guess our hint, or you leave the feedback that we ask for on the pre-show, you get yourself entered in. You can win a CCO sticker pack, you can win a booster pack of real Magic the Gathering cards, or you can choose the most popular prize, CCO token pack.
They're pretty cool.
They are cool. Everybody likes them.
When we were at that face-to-face event last weekend, or we talked about it,
Yeah.
Jolene was playing her Jolene the Plunder Queen treasure deck. Not a single CCO treasure token. I was...
Well, we'll have to get her some next time we see her.
We're going to have to remedy that. We'll send
Yeah.
some to Keel. He's a good dude. They're
Yeah.
friends. They'll...
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, the winner of last week's booster pack game, guessing Mavinda, Students' Advocate.
That's the bird hugger, right?
The bird hugging
The
advisor.
hugging bird, I
Yeah.
guess. Not. Yeah.
This is Evan Smallin. Evan Smallin.
Even smaller.
Even smaller. Yeah, you get at us and tell him how he wins.
Oh, Commander Cookout at gmail.com. Use the honor system. Tell us that you're you. We'll send you your shit.
Yep, and include your address so we know where to send it.
Yes.
One email, tell us everything we need to know, and you'll get your stuff.
Yeah.
That's as easy as that.
Isn't it easy to claim prize? You should play. You will win.
Yeah, way easier than using the promo code because this is free.
Yeah. And you get to tell us about you, which is cool.
That's it. We will not steal your identity or sell it.
Well,
I won't.
yeah.
Now, anyways, we've got a couple patrons to thank.
Okay.
One of the benefits to becoming a patron,
Benefits.
over and above getting your name credited in Top 5 in 5s and CCO Sidewalk Slam, over and above the Discord access, over and above getting your decks featured on the show, yeah, over and above the CCO experience when we go to events.
Over and above the absolute responsibility that we're going to lay on you later. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I got a thing.
You get a CCO nickname.
Yeah. That's the best part.
Oh, yeah. So, first one.
Bonus thing. 'Cause
Bonus
there's
benefit.
events coming up that we're going to go to. We'll talk about those way later in the future because today we got lots of other stuff we got to talk about. But one of the bonuses, if you ever become a member of the nation, you stay with us, you hang out with us at an event, sometimes you get a brand new nickname. For me, because I will not be able to remember your real name or your CCO nickname, so I'll just come up with something else for you, and you end up with something sweet.
Yeah, like Machine Gun Jimmy.
Right? That's awesome. Machine Gun Jimmy's the coolest nickname.
Or Basement Kevin. Or T-Codes is just doomed traveler now, forever.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully he makes it to Vegas, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, first one.
First one.
Another Australian.
Jeez.
We got to get down to
Yeah.
Australia.
Man, I would totally go to Australia.
I wanna-
Everything
yeah.
there, and I speak fluent screaming.
What?
Because everything there kills you, so like their second language is going, "Ah!"
Running. Yeah, no, that's the tourist language in Australia. They're all used to it.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got another one to
Okay.
thank. This is
Good A.
this is Dion Mason. But it might be Dion, which is also kind of cool.
Dion, eh? Dion Mustard.
Dion Mustard. Hey, I don't mind that.
Or Moustard. Dion Moustard. Because the
Dion.
mice are probably killer in Australia, too. 'Cause I
Yeah.
assume they have mice. They're probably this big.
Yeah, they're like, they do. They're called
Kangaroos.
They're called wombats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are just giant mice.
And they have bats.
Yeah, wombats. They fly like bats.
They fly and have bats?
Yes, their babies are bats. And then
Holy
when they grow up,
crap.
they lose their wings, and then they can't fly
And then they
anymore.
just have bats. So they go from being bats to having bats.
Yep.
And they just leg you. I don't
Yes,
mean run.
'cause-
I mean hit you in the leg with a bat.
Yes, because the bats have bats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dion Moustard. Love it.
Stay safe out there.
Yes. Watch out for those little ringed octopuses. I hear
Yeah.
they're real poisonous.
Thanks.
Stonefish.
Thanks for becoming a patron, and
F you.
yeah, very much so. Now, we've got a group of what I assume is brothers,
Okay.
because I peeped the addresses. Because we send our patrons a little thank you gift, like stickers or tokens or whatever. I checked the addresses. These two don't live together, but they're both from the same state.
Okay.
So I have to assume they're maybe siblings,
Okay.
brothers,
Sure.
maybe.
Cousins?
Could be cousins. That's a good one. Didn't think of that. Maybe father and son
Ooh.
with different last names, though.
That happens all the time.
I suppose,
Like
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, no. Okay, so this is Robert and Donovan Lathrow. Kind of sounds like Lathril.
It's like the elf guy?
The elf, the 10 elf ball drainer guy. These are like the Golgari elf ball brothers.
Ball brothers.
The ball brothers. Oh, yeah.
So you have ball 1 and ball 2.
Yep.
You guys can decide amongst yourselves who is ball 1 and who is ball 2. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
One of them is down here, but one of them's kind of forward here. So it's like decide where you want to be so you don't clack together when
Yeah, you know what they like to do together?
What?
Hang out.
hang out. Yes. Yes, they do. They do. Well,
Balls.
you can hang out in the Discord with the rest of CCO Nation. Welcome.
Super Ball Bros. I love it.
Super Ball Bros.
I love it.
Well, assuming you're brothers.
They probably are.
If you're not, you can be ball cousins, ball father and son, ball friends that live in the same area geographically that have the same last name but are otherwise unrelated.
Yep.
Maybe they're just total strangers. Wouldn't that be so cool?
And maybe now that they're together in the nation, they'll jump in the sack together.
Oh, well.
And if you
awesome.
do bringing people together, that's what we do here, right?
Yeah, and you know what? Extra no kink shaming in the nation. Oh, fantastic. Couple little things. We've got CCO Sidewalk Slam. We haven't been mentioning that enough, but the next one's coming out like the second weekend in August. So
Didn't that already happen? Isn't that this weekend?
What I mean is
September.
Yeah, what month is it? What is time?
I don't know.
know.
Time is relative.
Yeah, to Magic releases, which we should start talking about.
I have a thing I want to mention first. I wanted Ryan's honest reaction about this. 'Cause I saw a thing on social medias that I want to put in the world. I want to manifest the world I want to see.
This is real time. Hopefully I don't put my foot in my mouth and show my whole ass.
Oh, I definitely won't. So, I'm not going to use any names because I don't want to call anybody out. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. But a few other content creators on Twitter who I follow, admire, I enjoy their content, I like them.
So this is a very specific, small group of people.
Very small. I know that they watch the show. I know they listen to the show. And they have been saying recently that they feel uncomfortable going to physical Magic the Gathering events because of the way that some of the other Magic players there interact with them or make them feel. They feel unsafe. They feel unwelcome.
Oh.
And that, at first, it really made me uncomfortable. But the more that I thought about it, the more I decided I want to talk about it on the show, it makes me actually kind of pissed off.
Oh.
And the reason for that is Ryan and I work very, very hard to cultivate a community that is welcoming and is based on fun, and everybody can just come in, sit down. We don't give a shit who you are. We just want you to play games with us, drink a couple of beers, and have a good time.
As long as you're not an asshole.
Well, as long as you're not like, there's a line. And everybody knows where that line is. And if you don't, maybe you should find it, because that's important. Maybe you're part of the problem. But the point is, like I said before, we were going to Washington, Seattle.
Yep.
If you want to have a good time at a Magic Fest, look for our shirts. Ryan, show them the shirt. Hey. Look for the shirts, and I want everybody to start wearing their shirts when they go out to play Magic, so that people who are within the sound of my voice realize that when you look for that, you're going to find somewhere safe and fun and cool, and you're going to have backup at an in-person event, and you know that you're going to have somebody that's not going to shit on you or make you feel unsafe at an event. And I think that's really important and something that I think we should put out to all of you as members of the nation to when you go to a new place, make sure there's nobody that's like sitting in the corner feeling weird, or if there's somebody who's clearly having a bad time, maybe just take the time to make sure that that person is okay. You know what I mean? Because maybe we don't notice. We're so wrapped up in what we're doing that we don't really notice that there are people out there that maybe they don't feel so good being there. Maybe they're feeling a little uncomfortable being
somebody online said this is a great time, and they come and they don't really know how or are comfortable asking people, hey, can I get a game, or they don't know how to fit themselves in. Because sometimes you gotta wedge in a little bit. Sometimes and that's what you have to do.
And this isn't a COVID thing. This isn't a socially awkward, smelly person thing. This is real thing. Like I won't go back to my LGS, says these persons, because I don't feel safe there. And I think that we as members of the nation have a duty to our fellow Magic the Gathering players to ensure that there's nobody that doesn't feel like coming to a game night because they don't feel safe.
And safe, not...
Like physically safe.
Some people are going to say, "Oh, yo, fucking Brando's going all woke because he's using the word safe." You know what?
I mean physical safety.
I'm not using safe, and I don't want anybody to interpret when we say safe as snowflake language for everybody has to be included and everybody needs a participation trophy. No, not that. Not that, because for the most part, especially the people that we play with are all adults. And we all can make our own decisions.
Yep.
But when I see somebody at an event, that's by themselves, I do want to go over and say, hey, what are you doing? Where are you from? Do you want to come play? Here's some stuff, right? Like, even if it's just leading by example for that person, I'm going and talking to them. Maybe I'm approaching them and giving them an idea on how they can approach somebody else. And then you through that person make a connection to another person, or through me they can make a connection to another person. Hey, I saw a guy with the same shirt, or this guy came and talked to me, so it's okay for me to go talk to somebody else. That's one thing. Second thing is, nobody should ever feel, what did you say? Physically safe. Unsafe?
Yeah, like
they're being threatened?
Yeah, yes. Like they're worried that somebody's going to get them when they show up.
What does that mean?
Well, somebody's going to actually assault you when you go to a thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
And that's never okay anywhere. But in Magic, we are there. We, as a community, are there. And I think it would behoove our business to make sure that our LGSs are places where people can go and not actually fear for their physical safety.
Yep.
Okay? I'm not meaning, oh, my feelings are hurt. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the physical safety of the players around us and the comfort level of people being out of their homes with us. I think it behooves our business to make sure that people feel that they can come out and have a good time with all of us, because that's, at the end of the day, what we all want.
Yep. Yep. And if you see it happening, you tell that person, stop immediately.
Yes.
And if they don't,
cue ball and a sock time,
cue ball
baby.
and a sock, baby. Yeah, no, you there's a myriad of options on what to do. Talk to a judge if you're at an event. Talk to the LGS owner. If it's the LGS owner, stop giving them your money. I would rather give Amazon my money than give my money to an LGS that condones shitty behavior like that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I hate Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's lots of people out there that do.
Yes.
So, you know what?
Yeah. I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to put that thought in people's heads, because let's make sure that our game is fun for everybody and nobody's actually worried about leaving the house when they show up to game night.
Yep. 100%. Let's flip this into something that's what am I saying?
Let's get hype. Yeah,
that
fucking
sounds
hype.
like it came from a negative place, and we try to put a positive spin on everything. We don't try fucking anything at Commander Cookout. We do or we do not.
We do it.
We do it. We put a positive spin on everything because you come here for feel good shit. This is where you come to feel good. This is a real life escapism. You're not going into fantasy world. You're going into CCO Nation. So let's put a spin on something that's good.
Okay.
A couple days ago, we got the 22-23 product unveiling, announcement, kickoff, whatever the hell it's called.
So many.
So I'm gonna go over something here real quick.
Okay.
And you tell me a little bit about how you feel about it.
Oh shit.
Okay. Fall 22. That's the year 2022 of our Lord.
I'm looking forward to the Ladybug.
Squeezes
showing
Christ.
up. Yeah. He's coming back.
He is coming back.
Yeah, the third coming, baby.
Yeah. Fall 2022. Dominaria United. Dom U. Sounds like we could go to school there.
Cool.
Dom U. Okay, I'm taking a fucking people to school in Dom U. I'll tell you that much. 2022 also, this be like the November set, Brothers War.
I'm interested in this one. I think this is the one that I'm the second most excited about.
Ooh.
Because
Good teaser.
I wasn't paying as much attention to this. Not that I pay a whole bunch of attention to the story now, but I was paying zero attention to the story back then. And talking to you, talking to lots of people, it was really good. So the revisiting and retelling that I'm sure we're going to get in the Brothers War will be very interesting and get me all caught back up onto speed. And people like you are going to be really excited when they see all the throwbacks and stuff. And I'm excited that so many people will be excited.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I haven't told this to anybody yet. I texted Rebecca a picture and said I could cry. But you probably know this. Everybody out there probably knows this. I fucking love Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I love everything about it. Even the stuff I don't like, you gotta take it. You gotta take the bad with the good when you love somebody, right?
Yep.
That's just how, for better or for worse.
Yeah. For richer or for poorer.
Yeah, for mostly poor. Yeah, especially after this year. 22 and 23 products coming out are like a love letter to Magic and or from Magic. Yeah. When I heard on that hype video that they released, it's about an hour long. You can find it like just fucking.
We can put a link to it. I
guess. If I remember. So I'm hearing Gavin Verhey, the like senior product architect for WotC.
God, he has a big head.
Yeah, he
has a huge head.
But I'm hearing him, and I'm hearing Ethan Fleischer. I'm not sure what his title is, but he is like. His brain is the mecca for Magic story.
Cool.
And these two guys are the guys that drive Magic story and overall product direction.
Okay.
When I'm hearing them talk on this hype video, I'm hearing two people that are so impassioned by what they do. They genuinely care that me personally as a Magic player has a freaking good nostalgic feeling when I look at these products. They care about it. They have a vested interest. I bet you they have all kinds of bonuses attached to sales. They have a vested interest, even if it is just monetary. But I think it goes deeper than that, having met them. I think it goes in deeper than that. So let's get into this. Dominaria United.
Yep.
We're going back to Dominaria.
Yep.
Karn's like looking for Phyrexians, but they're already there.
Ooh.
And then it's like, we're going to have a cliffhanger, I bet you. There's going to be a cliffhanger, and then we're going to go back in time to learn where they actually came from. Why do the Phyrexians care about Dominaria? We're going to learn about the Brothers' War. That's the November set. Then we're going to go back to the present, and shit's hitting the fan. Phyrexia all will be one. Phyrexian War 2.0.
They should have just called it Phyrexia till all are one, and then they could have brought in the Transformers.
Universes Beyond. We will get there. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that probably would be a good one, actually.
Spring 23. March of the Machine. Is this the all-out assault, or is this the machine marching forward because the Phyrexians have won? What do you think?
They've won.
They've won?
They've won. Did
they say in the video that the Phyrexians win? I don't remember.
I don't think so, but I mean, if you just looking at the names of the sets, here's what I think happened. Dominaria unites to hold off the Phyrexians.
Yeah.
The Phyrexians are going to win, so they go back in time to the Brothers' War to get something or someone from there to help them.
Oh.
Mishra, Urza's glasses.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever that butt plug.
Whatever that thing was that they used to make Mirrodin. The Silex or something.
That was what they used to blow up a bunch of stuff.
Maybe they want another one of those.
Karn's learning how to use it to go to New Phyrexia and blow it up again, I think.
And then they're going to come back, Phyrexia to Lalar 1. That's where they actually win, because Dominaria is the center of the multiverse, and the Phyrexians want it because from there they can strike out at the rest of the multiverse.
Yes.
So they take it over. The March of the Machine is the machine that is now Dominaria, trying to take over all these planes and trains and automobiles.
The machine that is Dominaria Phyrexia.
And that's when the rest of the multiverse wins, because it's the rest of an infinite number of possibilities fighting this one singular point, and
do you think that they're going to bring big bad guys back? We talked about that in the pre-show a little bit. In Dominaria United, does that mean Nicobolus is going to unite with them?
I don't think so. I don't think they are. And the reason I don't think that is because if you're a long-term storytelling type person, Magic hasn't planted a lot of seeds for more big payoff villains, right? I don't know if they were planning on having Nick Bolas be a villain, like the big bad, 25 years after they invented him. It just sort of happened because he was there.
Yep.
I'm not sure they probably plan on bringing the Phyrexians back at one time.
Oh, the Phyrexians, they've always got them in their back pocket. That's why we had that whole block with like Mirrodin and Phyrexia 1.
And here we are, where we have the Phyrexians again. How many other seeded big villains do they have? They have a comeback for Nick Bolas, which would be lame as hell. I'm just going to say that now.
You think so?
I think so.
You're not going to use bad fire to fight fire?
That's lame. And then...
Emrakul? Emrakul's in the moon?
If they bust out the Eldrazi's like the last thing that they kind of have to fall back on before they have to create a new villain.
Yeah.
So I figured...
Emptying the tank on villains.
Exactly. And, I mean, given that they're totally going to turn... Essentially, they're going to turn Dominaria into Cybertron and then send it through all of the things. They're probably going to bring Emrakul back in the Blind Eternities to trap Dominaria in between nothing. Then Dominaria will be trapped in the moon.
Does the Phyrexians, do they make squirrels?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Yeah, because 15 squirrels, eh? Get Emrakul.
And then March of the Machines, the Aftermath, will just be like the next set with the kind of the cooldown.
Oh, yeah, that's like a prologue set, hey?
Denouement.
Yeah, denouement.
Denouement.
Yeah, it's tying up loose ends maybe from Zendikar and from War of the Spark, if there's any lingering Planeswalker kind of like things that haven't been paid off. And people are like, hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? And they're like, hey, we got you covered.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah. And then we're going to go back to Eldraine, just like we did after we beat Nick Bolas.
Did we go to Eldraine after we...
I think so. That was
after War of the Spark?
I think it was the first standalone set, wasn't it? I think it was.
I don't know. This is the wilds of Eldraine. Instead of seeing the cities and the castles and stuff, we're going straight into the criminal underbelly of fairies and questing beasts.
So we're going into the world of fairies? Maybe some Kithkin.
We're going into the world of fairy.
You think there'll be elves and merfolk? And maybe elementals? Could have just went back to Lorwyn.
Maybe.
Could have done it.
We're not going to see any of those things, but
Yeah,
we're going to see. It's going to be Eldraine.
I'm sure we'll see some.
This is the one I'm least excited about because it feels standalone-y, which I'm fine with.
And I didn't give a flying shit about Eldraine last time. I didn't give a crap, and
that Great Henge though.
I got some.
And that's a pretty good card.
Yeah, that's fine. But
Man, it gains you 2 life. Why does it gain you 2 life? Why does it do all those things? It's too good.
And then the last set that they have, like main set, there's lots of other stuff. We have the one that I'm the most excited about, which is the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, because dinosaurs and weird monkey pirates and those cool enchantments that flip over into lands and stuff. Hell yeah. Love that stuff.
Yeah. Do you think?
Yes.
Because this is baseless speculation.
Love baseless speculation.
Cookout Podcast.
Yep. BCO.
BCO, yeah. Do you think that there's going to be another lost treasure situation on Lost Caverns of Ixalan? We're going to be treasure explorers and we're going to find stuff in booster packs a la OG Zendikar and Dominaria United with Legends packs. Do you think they're going to do that again?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they're going to go back to that well? Because people like that well.
Of course they do. It's amazing.
That's a cool well.
What if they found a... What if they... Hang on. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, you can see me use the air quotes. What if they find some boxes of Urza block to put in the Brothers War?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, they're just
antiquities.
They're just hanging out in that section of the warehouse that just nobody looks in, just a bunch of boxes that are in perfect, pristine condition.
Watsy goes to Rudy from Alpha Investments. Hey, sir, can we have some booster boxes, please? And then Rudy makes 400 videos a day about it for 4 months.
Yes.
Okay, couple other things we haven't talked about yet.
Oh my god! Those are the what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Those are the main sets.
7 main sets coming out in the next year or so. Now there's more. There's the supplementary stuff, like we've talked about this one before, the Lord of the Rings.
Yo, bro.
Which, watching that video, the stuff that they were saying was like, I can't get much more hype for Lord of the Rings, and I already am. I'm very excited for it.
You're excited for it?
Well, I'm excited for you to have it.
Because I'm excited.
Because I'm kind of take it or leave it, but I know how pumped you are, which makes me more excited. Like, you're going to see Frodo, and you're going to see what... And I was like, of course there's going to be Frodo.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you think we were expecting? What?
You know what? When they do stuff like that, and... You know what I'm talking about when I say when they do stuff like mention a main character.
Yeah.
It's for people who, know nothing about it and they Google, let's say,
Frodo.
D&D Forgotten Realms or Magic the Gathering Frodo.
Yeah.
They're going to get a hit.
Yeah.
Or people who know just enough about it to say, hey, I like Lord of the Rings. I know who Frodo is. Right? That's the second group. And then the third group is like, fuck yeah. Frodo and Legolas and Gimli and everybody and everybody
and Loin and Gloin and Boyne and Scoin and Coin.
Yeah, no, they won't be in it. They won't be in it. They won't be in it because they're the Hobbit guys and they only have the rights to Lord of the Rings. And the Tolkien estate is jealously guarding all of that shit so they can charge people like Amazon. There's 2 mentions of Amazon.
Don't like
$250 million. Amazon is like, hey, here's just money. We don't care about it. Yeah, dump trucks full. Yeah, so I'm so pumped for that. We're going to do some coverage of that, of course. It's going to be a real set. It might be the next set that I collect. I'm finishing up World Wake and Zendikar right now, and Plane Shift and Invasion. I'm finishing those sets up. I just like a couple throwaway rares that are just seem to be out of stock everywhere forever. So I think I might collect the Lord of the Rings set and get that big panorama piece. Maybe Joe will have that big panorama piece on the screen because it looks awesome.
That's the thing I wanted to kind of mention in passing was the panorama piece, because they did it in a way that I'm like, damn it, you guys. Because they made it like 8 by whatever. Like, it's too big to fit in a binder page. So, like, what do they expect people who collect it to do? Like, do they expect you to go out and get these X cards to make this great big thing to put, like, in a shadow box on your wall? Which, I mean, of course, if that's what you're going to do, that's awesome. But
my hand is up. I'm doing it.
But, like, the average human, like, you're going to... You don't have, like, the contraptions or whatever from the last unset. They were little... things. There were 9 cards. They fit in a binder page, and you've got your big picture. Whereas this one's like it's too big to fit even in like the 4x4 binders and stuff.
Is it 7? Is it 7 cards wide?
It's like 7 by 8 or something. Like they're big, and I don't know. It seems not like a weird choice. It's just I don't like when you have a collectible thing that's kind of presumptive like that, unless there's going to be some kind of accoutrement that you can fit them in to display it. Like with the monster in my pocket or the battle beasts, where they gave you the little poster with little sleeves on them.
It's 6x3. So you could fit it in 2 binder pages side by side.
Okay.
There it is.
Never mind.
Okay, well,
awesome.
6x3.
Into it. I might even try and collect that.
Yeah, it looks pretty epic.
Probably won't.
It's obviously it's the battle at Pelennor Fields, right? There's ring wraiths on their fell beasts, and there's Minas Tirith in the back, and there's a bunch of characters that we don't really know.
It's right before the army of ghosts shows up and just beats them.
There's some giant elephants. You can tell that like things are centered on cards where they should be to fit. I wonder how much work they had to do with the artists. Like if they had to give him card dimensions, they probably gave him an overlay and then he built the whole piece around the overlay. Yeah. Cool stuff though. Super cool. I'm very excited about that. Very near and dear to my heart. I like that. Again, why 2023 is going to be like me and Magic the Gathering touching tips.
Yeah, and I'm just going to also be here.
You can also touch tip.
Yeah.
You're welcome. No kink shaming in the nation. We can make the trinity of tips.
Sure.
It'll be TTO podcast. Okay, so Secret Lairs, of course, along with all of that stuff that we've been talking about, right? I'm sure there's going to be a Lord of the Rings Secret Lair that I'm going to have to procure some way, shape, or form without actually buying it, because fuck buying them.
Yeah.
Because they're $90 for us to ship here.
Yep.
So we'll have to figure that out.
Catastrophe.
Maybe I'll get Business Daddies at Fusion to order it. Then I'll use CCO Spring promo code to pick them up. Get a discount on them.
I forget how many they said. I think in the video they did say how many there was going to be, and it was a fairly high number. But of course there was, right? There's going to be one for each set, and then along with one for each set is going to be like 3 more with
2
the
or
artists
3
and stuff.
super drops, won't there be? Like the super drops come every 4 months or 6 months?
I think maybe
1 month. I don't know.
Once every season. I don't care.
Most likely, the Lord of the Rings set will be timed up with a super drop, so they can do like the Lord of the Rings Basic Lands by John Howe or Alan Lee, and they'll do an artist feature, because they're going to have, like, for the showcase Lord of the Ring cards, I bet you they're going to have, like, Ted Naismith or whatever his name, like famous Tolkien artists to do Magic cards. They're going to do those, and I bet you there's going to be corresponding Secret Lairs with those.
Speaking of Secret Lairs, they spoiled 2 of them that I can think of.
Huh?
There's Secret Lair 30, which is 30 cards, which implies to me it's going to also cost $30,000. But that's not what we're talking about. We're hyped. They're going to do one of the coolest cards from each year of Magic. Ooh. So that's going to be pretty cool. Here's an opportunity for really cool reprints and neat cards that everybody's going to want, with like either a neat treatment or just brand new art from modern artists. I don't know, but I think that's going to be a cool one. And the one that I've seen a lot of like flippy floppy doppying on the Twitter machine is the Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
I know nothing about Doctor Who. Tell me.
I've watched 4 seasons of Doctor Who. I watched like Chris Eccleston.
Bro, it's been around like for fucking 60 years.
It's been around since the 70s.
That's like since you were born.
They lost a bunch of it in like a fire at the BBC, and there's a bunch of lost stuff that you can't really see anymore. Very cool. The story of Doctor Who, like behind the scenes, actually a cool story. They're going to do Commander Decks in a Secret Lair, I think.
Yep.
Universes Beyond. I kind of dig Doctor Who. They kind of lost me in the Matt Smith years, because I didn't really like him very much.
People love Doctor Who.
Yeah, the people who love it love the Doctor Who.
I see so many Doctor Who altars. What's the fucking phone booth he travels around in?
The TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Hey, that's what she said.
That's right.
That's what she didn't want to say, but that is what she said.
Because if she didn't say it, you would have.
Yeah, then there's no more inside. All the time I see Command Tower altars of that. Probably get that, eh? Probably get one of those.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
WotC has been known, especially of late, to borrow ideas that altar artists have. And these altar artists are some of Magic's biggest fans. They care enough to spend fucking hundreds of hours painting custom art on cards.
Yeah.
For people who love custom art on cards. So I bet you we'll see in the future, we're going to see more of that, and the Doctor Who reskinnings might be some of that.
Is that something we could find every Thursday on our Facebook page also?
I suppose,
maybe if we were so inclined. Here's what I want from the Doctor Who thing, and this is the only thing I want. or I'm just going to grade the product a failure, and that's it. I want to see a Dalek-based commander deck that's just a sliver deck reskinned as Daleks. That's what I want. Because I think that...
See my face? This is the face that I make when something is unlikely.
It could happen. It could be done.
Yeah.
Daleks are much like slivers in how they do things. They're kind of fun. They're shaped like little garbage cans with a plunger and like they're the worst. When you really think about them, they're a terrible villain. They're so easy to beat. Because like
what's the thing? What's the thing? It kind of looks like the original Triskelion. What's that thing? Like it shoots you.
That's probably a Dalek. It looks like a trash can with this plunger sticking out the front of it. There's one on the screen right now.
Yeah,
if you're watching on YouTube.
Okay, yes.
And
I'm thinking of it. Kind of looks like the OG art from Antiquities of Triskelion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. Yes. It looks like a salt and pepper shaker.
Yes. Yeah, that's the guy.
They're very cool, and I think that for the people that are into the lore, into that IP, just like all the other universes beyond, it's going to be neat, and we're going to get some really cool stuff. And I hope if they do the crossover right, because of the nature of Doctor Who, where he's traveling through time and through dimensions.
We'll get some sick reprints
across planes, maybe.
Yeah,
now's where we can reprint things like Pain Lands if you want to. You could redo Shock Lands. You could redo anything that's plane specific in the lands department or the character department in these decks with
reskin
with complete impunity, because nobody can be like, ooh, that's not where the Yavimaya coast is. It's on the coast of Yavimaya. Well, maybe they flew a TARDIS there and stopped for a little bit and had a madcap adventure.
Do you remember on that hype video I was talking about Gavin and Ethan talking about like lands with generic names? They can't just print Yavimaya Coast and Shivan Reef and Lanamore Wastes anywhere, because those are on Dominaria.
Yep.
And the only real place that's easy to put them is a commander deck, as long as it's not like tied to Innistrad or Zendikar. But yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, I think that's something that they'll have an opportunity. I don't know if they'll do it, but I think it'd be really cool if they did.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There's a whole team of marketers that do think like that. Like we could do this kind of thing and this kind of thing, right? For Magic 30 Secret Lair, you think we're gonna get Triskelion or Ashnod's Altar from Antiquities? We'll probably get the one that we want less. So we'll probably get Triskelion. Yeah.
I'm super curious about that one. I really am.
I kind of am too.
I'm really interested in that.
Do you remember in Masters 25? Modern Masters 25? Where they did reprints with the watermark in the text box from cards from each set?
Yeah.
It kind of gives me that vibe.
Ooh.
Kind of gives me that vibe. I know that Masters 25 came out, oh man, right around Vegas 2018, hey, with Dominaria OG.
5 years ago.
It's 5 years ago. So it's fitting that we're going to Vegas again for Dominaria United, and it's going to be Magic 30 Secret Lair kind of at the same time. It's like they fucking planned it. Hey!
Weird.
Weird. Okay. So let's I've got...
What's the card from the first year of Magic?
What's the card from the first year of Magic? Like ABU revised.
Yeah.
Alpha Beta Unlimited revised / 3rd edition.
Is it Sol Ring? Is it Bird of Paradise?
Oh, it could be Bird. Yeah.
Is it
Swords
Lightning
to
Bolt?
Plowshares. Lightning Bolt's a good one.
Like, what is it?
Yeah, you could abolish the reserve list, and then all your Doctor Who fucking
duels?
Secret Lair lands could be duels. That's a way to make a couple bucks, Watsy.
Yeah, there you go.
Know.
Did you notice how every card that I said could have been the card from they all cost one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it turns out 1-drop cards usually pretty good.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah. What's the card from 4th edition? Actually, you know, you wouldn't take a card from 4th edition. You'd take a card from like...
It's not from the set. It's from the release year.
Yeah. So, 4th edition coming out in 95, I think. You'd take something from like Ice Age was 96 or 5. 5, I think.
Necropotence.
That's probably the one.
That'd be a good one.
That's probably the one.
That'd be people that like that. Or like, what's that? The Reanimate that was in Dance of the Dead. That'd be a good one too.
Yep. That was from Alliances?
Yes.
I think so. Here's what I think about that. And just because they're expensive, where does Mana Crypt fall? Like, I know where it falls chronologically, but what set does it replace? Where does Mana Vault fall? That's $100. Where does Mana Vault fall? Because the same year you could do any of the cards we mentioned, Soul Ring, Bird's Paradise, Black Lotus. Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that. Lightning Bolt, whatever. But those are all like cards that are only a couple bucks. And they've got alternate art printings and secret layer printings and blah, blah, blah. Where do you put Mana Vault? Where do you put Mana Crypt? Mana Crypt, I think, was 97. So it would replace like something from Mirage Block or Tempest Block. Roughly.
What else are you going to get from those? Like, not that there's nothing iconic from Mirage or Tempest.
Griffin Canyon. Hey, whoa, bro! Wait until you see the price spike on Griffin Canyon. Now that there's like a Griffin legend that cares about the Griffin tribe, there's going to be price spikes on the Mirage Griffins, Griffin Canyon, and it's going to be a Griffin tribal deck.
Man, if only one of us possessed a dark misprint Visions Griffin Canyon.
Yeah, well, that one's misprinted though, so it might not be worth as much. I'll trade you my OG one for yours. Oh man, yeah, super cool. Super is like lots of cool stuff. Like just stuff if you're a Magic player of old, it's nostalgic and it's cool. If you're a Magic player of new,
yeah.
Is that a saying? If you're a Magic player of new, everything is designed to make you feel like you want to play.
To get you caught up. I think that's the part that I like
that's
the most
cool.
about this.
Yeah. Some of it makes you feel like if you don't do it, you're missing out, which is a predatory advertising tactic. But you know what? Enough of it makes me feel good that I'm willing to take that feel badness and throw it by the wayside because I won't miss any of it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Maybe that's me just being selfish.
By
but
the nature of what we do, we will experience all of it along with you guys. Some of the new people might not get all of the cool stuff that's kind of flying at us, but if you stick with Command & Cookout Podcast, we'll keep you up to speed.
Yeah.
You know what I want?
My chin just touched the microphone.
You know what I super want out of this?
What is it?
Because I don't read, I can't be bothered to go read the Magic story online. I don't follow it. I don't go to the web. I don't. I just don't, and I won't, and I never will. I'll just ask other people to explain to me what the hell's going on, and that's what I'll do. You know what I want from this? I outlined what's going to happen. Yep. Cybertron, plane hopping, Emrakul tentacling them into the moon, all that stuff. I want an animated series. That's what I want.
Ooh, yeah.
I want a 26 episode
we were supposed
animated
to get
series.
One. We were supposed to get one, then then the world ended.
There's a bunch of crap. I want this as an animated series. I want it to be like for the fucking grown-ups a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want porn. I want to see dudes
I just want tentacles.
I want to see their heads unzip and like a mechanical skull pop out like in Genocyber.
Oh,
I want to see guys with Gatling guns popping out of their mouths and shit.
Do you remember the Animatrix?
Yeah.
I want an animated short, maybe half an hour episode. Maybe 2-3%. I don't know. That's probably too ambitious, but I want an Animatrix equivalent to Dominaria storyline. And when I say Dominaria storyline, I mean from the Brothers War, OG Brothers War, through everything that happened, all the way up until modern Dominaria United. Like I want like the invasion. I want Wrath. I want people traveling to Mercadia. I want Otaria and everything that happened after the invasion. I want Jamura getting phased out and all the way up to Dominaria United. I want the Animatrix equivalent where you bring in a diverse swath of animators of different styles from all over the world. So you capture like Japanese animation, American animation, European style animation. That would be freaking cool.
The super cost cutting animation that they used to make stuff like He-Man. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
If you went from like the most expensive, like exquisitely hand drawn, and then the next thing is like just recycled backgrounds, like the same rubber stamp company over and over again when they're walking down the street, right?
Yep.
Oh man, that'd be everybody's body is the same, just painted a different color with a different head put on top.
Yep.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Well, and to get a diverse look, you would maybe want something like that because that looks like cartoons from the 80s and 90s.
And people love cartoons from the 80s and 90s. Just ask me, I'll tell you all about it.
And just ask Watsy. They're literally just recycling the invasion that happened in 1999 or 2000 because all the people like me, not that I'm making this claim of myself, but people like me and the age demographic that I am have money.
And they and
Watsy wants it.
Yeah, Watsy wants all the money that you have.
Oh, yeah. So that's fantastic. They know what they're doing.
You know what I do kind of about this particular predatory advertising practice is at least they're giving us something that we want.
Hey,
We haven't seen a single...
that's Commander Cookout spinning a negative into a positive right
We
there.
haven't seen a single card yet from 1, 2, 3, 4 of the sets involved in this storyline. And we're already pumped about them just because we know we're going to get cool art and cool characters. Who cares if the cards are good?
People zipping their face off to reveal a Gatling gun.
We're going to get so much cool shit. And the words on the cards haven't even been released yet. And we can already be excited about it. Like, I'll pay some money for that experience. And
That
that's
being
cool.
said,
And you can get all of that shit for free.
that being said, you can get all the art for free. Yeah?
Yeah.
All that being said, I don't think I've seen a bad card from Dominaria so far.
They always release them. They release them
release
from the
the
top,
best, yeah.
and then they go down the hill, and then you get to the jank rares in garbage time right at the end, right?
Yep.
Like
Hey, I'm here for it though. There's some good looking cards right there. I'll tell you that.
There's some fun. That green thing that makes you be able to pay Phyrexian
Phyrexian
mana.
mana,
for
yeah, the green crickworm.
Oh man,
That green crickworm.
Oh, that's going right into AV.
So, last thing before we switch gears a little bit and focus in on just Dominaria. Have you seen any of the imagery or production of Warhammer 40,000?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know anything about Warhammer or its subsidiary Warhammer 40,000, 40K, whatever. But boy, howdy, do those cards look fantastic. Not the cards and the mechanics themselves, but
the card
having like super high sci-fi, super high level sci-fi on Magic cards is so different. I know it's not for everybody, and it's not for me, but I'm hyped about it because it looks so different.
Well, you haven't
It's
seen
like
it yet, man. It's going to be good.
It's like the first time you saw, and here's another brand that I love, the first time you've ever seen Tesla's Hypertruck.
What?
Yeah. It's not for everybody, but it was so different. It was like striking.
Is that the one that they smashed with a bowling ball?
Yes, and it wasn't supposed to smash, but it did. Yeah. It's so striking because it's so drastically different than anything we've ever seen before on a Magic card that it just looks awesome and intriguing. It's like a car accident. I can't look away from it because it's so different. Soul rings don't look like soul rings. That's what they showed off.
Yeah.
There's one for each kind of tribe? Army, I think.
Army, yeah.
And they look awesome. And I'm excited to see what else they look like.
And you see what they did there? They used a different Sol Ring art as an incentive for you to buy product, as opposed to just using the same one over and over again.
Hey, it's like we've said that would be a good idea.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'm taking full credit for that, by the way.
Oh, man, we say everything at once.
I'm sure the check's in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure the preview card's in our inbox already.
Oh, 100% they are.
Here's the thing. Got the thing. We're going to zoom in a little bit.
Oh, shit.
We always, and we always say that we're not going to, but then we always do, run out of time when we're not doing set reviews or when we're looking at new legends.
Yep.
We always run out of time even though we said
we're going to run all the way out of time on these legends. Like every card is a legend.
And every card has 900 words.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about any of them today, but I do want to zoom in on Dominaria.
Okay.
Because everybody knows Dominaria.
Yep.
Everybody loves Dominaria.
Sure they do.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's all about Dominaria forever for everybody. Did I ask you about it already? I said in the pre-show or before the pre-show, I was going to ask you a couple times.
Okay.
Does it feel so far like it's all about Commander? Dominaria United specifically?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think it does.
Totally does.
Okay, well let's
Absolutely does.
Let's delve into it a little bit. I got a list of new abilities. We've got Enlist, which allows creatures to tap to add their power to other creatures.
Banding.
It kind of felt like banding.
It's fixed banding. It's
Banding.
It's banding that people understand.
I like that.
Understanding is what we'll call it.
Oh. I love that I can have a flyer and then I can tap somebody that's got an Enlist or vice versa, however it works.
Yep.
Whoever has to have Enlist, I don't care. One of them's going to be a flyer
Yep.
and then you can't block. And then I can have my big fuck off Phyrexian Dreadnought or whomever
Yeah.
to add an extra 12. Oh, which is great. I like that.
Yeah.
It feels to me on a base level like a mechanic designed for limited. That's why I'm asking, does it all feel like Commander? Because basically now what it is, what I think new sets are for,
The Commander.
Commander and limited.
Right.
They don't give a shit about anything else. Now, I know that that's not true, but mostly they care about modern,
Yeah.
digital only formats,
Yep.
or cards or formats that you play on MTG Arena.
And they don't have to have cards there because they just fix them with alchemy.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about bad stuff today. We're only talking about good stuff.
So Endless kind of feels like a limited mechanic, and I like that we still see those because that means that somebody still gets to do the things that they like. And
Right.
it's not 100% about Commander. It's only like
90%.
90, I was going to say 92% about Commander.
All right.
Okay, so next one. Read ahead. This one is going to make Atraxa Saga decks very good.
Let me tell you why I think this is a totally fair and balanced Magic mechanic.
Okay, well, read ahead is it's like on sagas when the ETB you add a lore counter, and then on each upkeep or after you draw, you add a lore counter and then do the thing. Add a lore counter, do a thing. With read ahead, they ETB and you just pick what chapter they start on.
It gives so much information away for the benefit that you're getting, and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Like there's that one that's Tooth and Nail, right? Where like it searches for a dude, then puts 2 dudes from your hand into play.
Yep.
You play that card, and depending on which chapter you start on, it tells your opponents exactly how many of your combo pieces are already in your hand.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
And that makes it less like kind of ridiculous, I think. And I think that most of them will turn out to be like that, where it kind of you can use them in a pinch to like be a sweeper, or you can save some of your dudes. Those are the 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. But I do like that one.
I got one. Okay. So there's this card called The Phasing of Zhalfir. Okay, so Zhalfir got phased out by Teferi, so the Phyrexians couldn't mess around with it during the OG invasion.
And then it made Time Spiral Block happen.
Yeah, and like then Dominaria kind of got like filled in with other stuff and Rith and stuff. So there's nowhere for Zhalfir to phase back in without like smashing a solid into another solid. If you've ever gotten a cortisone shot, you know what I'm talking about. So this phasing of Zhalfir, if you read ahead, destroy all creatures. For each creature destroyed this way, its controller puts a black Phyrexian creature token onto the battlefield. Baseless speculation time, baby.
Okay.
Okay, Zhalfir was phased out with some Phyrexian sleeper agents in it, and they took over.
Yeah.
And when they phased back in, they're going to phase back in and destroy a bunch of shit that's on current Dominaria. And Teferi's like, yeah, Zhalfir's coming back. We're going to like fight the good fight with all the Zhalfirians. Yeah. Boom, it's all Phyrexians.
Yeah.
And that's like a tipping point in the new invasion.
Yeah.
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 You think?
Yeah.
That's a good one?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
It fits?
Yes.
Okay, oh baby.
Spoilers. We're spoiling the storyline hard on
Okay.
Commander Cookout today.
Okay. Domain's back.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, God, domain it.
I do not like Domain.
No?
I don't like it. I never have. I never will.
It's just nostalgic for me.
Sure.
It spells that get bonuses for the different types of basic lands you control.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I'm happy that you're happy. I don't care.
Kicker's back?
Of course it is.
Kicker's been back forever. Yeah.
Kicker never left. Kicker's always there.
Kicker is everything.
Yeah.
Your kicker is Phyrexia. Hey, maybe they're... Everything is Kicker. All is one.
Yeah.
Kicker is Magic the Gathering. Mark Rosewater's real name is Kicker.
Mark
Kicker
Rose.
Rosewater.
Mark Rose Kicker?
Mark Rose Kicker.
Mark Kickwater. I
Yeah.
like that better. Mark
Yeah,
Kickwater.
Mark
It means
Kickwater.
he's good at swimming.
Oh, I was thinking of kicking water like kicking dust on home plate in baseball. You know when you get mad? Yeah, Kicker never left. It's been back a bunch,
Yeah.
but it's back. OG set for Kicker was Invasion, so they always bring it back for Dominaria.
Yeah.
It just feels right?
Yeah.
And stun counters. What is this, Pokemon? Stun counters. It's like you tap a guy, you put 3 stun counters on
What
him.
is the Descent?
Each upkeep that you would... or each time you would untap, you just remove a stun counter
And
instead.
you had better hope that is a red only mechanic.
Well, it is supposed to be evergreen.
Because
Proliferate.
Atraxa's going to abuse that,
Oh,
and you
man.
will never untap
This-
another thing. You think that Tangle Wire's bad? You
until
wait for stun counters.
Oh, yeah. I thought about proliferating those or spreading stun counters. Put a stun counter on each creature your opponent controls.
There's going to be a card that does
Proliferate.
that. Yep.
Oh, god dang it. Man. Okay, what else do I got here? Those are the new mechanics. Okay, what
Baseless speculation that I also have. Predators, we've seen all of them except for Elishnorn.
Yeah.
Elishnorn's the boss, right? Like she's
I
like
don't
the.
know.
I don't know.
She's on New Phyrexia still. She stayed put.
What if the person that they're going back in time to get
Still on the
in
time
Brothers
kit.
War? They're doing it. What if it's Elishnorn before she was completed?
Whoa.
And just as like a kind of just a neat twist on the Predator thing.
What
we
if
see, like,
Elishnorn is
uncompleted Elishnorn?
What if Elishnorn is actually Ashnod? I know Ashnod. I think that Ashnod died at the end of the Brothers War, but what if she didn't?
I mean, maybe.
Oh,
Could be anybody.
Man, we are going all the way into left field,
Right?
eh?
But like that would be. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And or they're just going back in time to kill Elishnorn before she became Elishnorn.
Yeah.
Like in Terminator, because that
Yes.
works. That works so well logistically. It never fails.
Next canvas painting, it's going to be, instead of Samuel L. Jackson Terminator, sorcery speed, motherfucker, it's going to be the Teffinator. It's going to be Teferi Terminator.
But as Arnold, yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, yep. Yep. Metal skull face.
You know who you are. Get on that.
Yeah. Does he watch? I think Dave watches.
Yeah, he
doesn't
watches. Yeah,
He does?
I think he does.
Oh, what's up, Dave? Thanks for watching. Man, do people get at me after that Teferi thing, hey? So many people. And they're like, you don't own that. That's just a print. I'm like, no, yours is a print, motherfucker. And I show them a video of me actually holding the canvas. Look it's me. And I have it. I flip it over. Look at the back. It's a canvas. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I get so mad.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Owning things is cool.
Yeah, hey, that's super cool.
It's
Maybe
like an NFT, but actually in real life, we own a thing.
Yes, I love owning things. Like new Magic cards from FusionGamingOnline.com.
Then you can save money.
Yes, you use the promo code CCO Spring and get all of your Magic the Gathering needs covered. Did I do the hype thing right? Did I seg
I think so.
way properly?
I think
seg proper way.
I would. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would say so. Yes.
Well, I'm excited.
I'm also excited. I think this is going to be a good year, lore-wise, art-wise. I think we're going to see some just really neat visual
Stun counters.
stuff. Yeah, man, you think Stax Trax is bad now. Predator Tribal in a Stax deck. You think that you wait. You just wait.
Could we call it stacks with stun counters? Can we call it stunts?
Stunks?
Stunks?
Yes.
Is that
And
like
we
MTG
will.
stonks?
No, it stunks. Much worse. Much worse.
It's like past tense plural. It's so bad. It stunks. It's not just stacks anymore.
It's several stinks. Stink, stank, stonks, baby. Here we go.
It's several stinks from where Teferi goes back into time to kill Elishnorn.
That's right.
It stunks.
Oh, man. Teferi is the Terminator.
Teferi is Yawgmoth.
Oh,
He goes back so far in time that he is Yawgmoth? Or who else could he be?
I don't know. That pirate guy.
Let us know in the comments, I guess.
Why couldn't they just bring back Windgrace? Why didn't they bring back his ghost?
Oh, man, that Windgrace Ghost card, though.
It's cool.
Dang, straight into Lands.deck
Yeah,
for
we're-
like everybody who has a Lands deck, which is everybody.
Yeah, we're super going to talk about that on a later date.
Yeah.
We might even talk about it on the next episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!